My name is Jaime. I'm originally from Colombia. I came to Canada a couple of years ago. Now I'm working with the Canadian Red Cross in Edmonton, where I'm located and living now. Okay, before I moved to Canada in Colombia, I was working with the Red Cross, with the Colombian Red Cross, which I did for the past 2 years. Before that, I used to work in banks, but I've been around with the Red Cross for 28 years as a volunteer. My work in the Canadian Red Cross, I work for the fund development, and I'm the corporate coordinator. So basically, I take charge of all the relationships with all the corporations that support the Red Cross. I suppose it really depends on the workplace. The Red Cross is a really nice workplace, and they have a really inclusive personnel. So not most, but many of us are newcomers. So yeah, and the challenge is basically about probably having some time to express what you want, because sometimes you don't know the exact word. English is not your first language, so you need to go around and say, oh, like this is what I mean, and probably explain it with some example or something. Yeah, I think that most of the time probably it's just that some people just miss geography classes, because they think below the US is only Mexico. So everybody who speaks Spanish and comes from South America should be Mexican. It's a challenge, and we're quite different from the Mexicans. Obviously, everyone has its own culture and backgrounds. It's basically the same saying, oh yeah, no, Canadians are Americans. Probably you have something that is the same, but you have obviously so many differences as well. First of all, I've always been in love with the Red Cross, which is a non-for-profit, and one of the things I suppose it's that you get rewarded in many ways besides the money. So actually you get your paycheck, but you also get a lot of hugs and a lot of thank you from people, and you actually see that you are doing something that really changed people's lives. So I think if you can get a job and do something that actually helps and change people's lives, you're lucky. I mean, you're lucky to get paid to help people out. So I think I'm, really lucky to have a work that I enjoyed and a work that gives me more than a paycheck. Yeah, I would say one of the main probably issues with organizations is that they think that the lack of language is the same as lack of training or lack of skills. Sometimes English is not our first language, so some people is not able to express on a proper way or really fast or really easy. And it seems like if you are not able to express, then you're not trained or you don't have skills, which is not true. Probably you don't have the language expertise, but you might be expert in so many things. So basically the challenge is just to talk to the newcomers and ask them and try to find out the background and try to find out how those backgrounds and those experiences can be used in Canada. Awesome, I would say is the word. Why awesome? Because it's a great opportunity to be engaged with not only with an organization, but also with a community. So it's a great way to get integrated into the community, and that's something that you, as a new Canadian, expect. So you're being paid for doing something that if you were working someplace else, you will need to do on your free time. So it's really awesome.